I'm Earl Silo. I'm on the set here just practicing some lines for one of my shows. Split Hoof tonight, or maybe you recognize me from Earl Steps Out. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about, though. I've discovered a town that you might really be interested in.
Located in Holdrege, Nebraska in Phelps County, you will find Fritz's Meat. Fritz's Meat continues a long line of family butchers. Doug and Calvin Fritz currently run the family business that can be traced back 4 generations. Doug and Calvin's great-grandfather Fred had many odd jobs after coming to America from Germany, and one of them included butchering. Fred started a butcher shop in Wilcox, Nebraska, and taught his butchering skills to his son Henry. In the 1930s, Henry hand-built a store in Hildreth, Nebraska. After hand-digging the basement and completing the brick foundation, Henry opened Fritz Grocery in 1941. Once Henry's son Justin returned from the service in 1945, he joined his dad and they changed the name of the store to Henry Fritz & Son. Justin was in charge of preparing the meat counter for the grocery store. In the 1960s, tragedy struck the Fritz family when Justin died, leaving behind his wife Vernetta and 6 young children. Vernetta kept the grocery store going after Justin's death, and 2 of their sons, Doug and Calvin, worked in the store at a very young age, stocking shelves and doing odd jobs for 60 cents an hour. When Doug was older, he was taught the art of butchering by his great-uncle, and eventually Doug would follow in his father's footsteps, running the meat counter for the store. Doug and Calvin finally purchased the grocery store from their mom in 1982. Over time, the meat counter grew to include much more than simple cuts of beef. Doug started to develop recipes for a variety of smoked meats. It didn't take long for Doug's home-smoked hot dogs, sausage, bacon, and jerky to grow in popularity. Eventually, the meat counter grew so big that they needed to open another location. Today, Calvin runs Fritz Market, the grocery store in Hildreth, and Doug runs Fritz Meat in Holdrege, Nebraska. Doug and Calvin are now grooming the 5th generation, as Doug's son Matthew will take over the family business when Doug and Calvin are ready to retire. Matthew is already being taught the skills of cutting meat and is learning what it takes to run a great family business. Today, Fritz's Meat is renowned for delicious, savory cuts of meat and smoked meat products. Stop in today and taste the difference for yourself. Fritz's Meat, Holdrege, Nebraska.